as we all. I've got an interesting thing that came up. I had a bit of a Mandela experience. What do they call it? Mandela effect experience.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the name of the composer who composed Canon in D?
Pachelbel.
Pachelbel.
Would you be as surprised as I was to learn that there are two L's in his name?
The only reason I'm
Pachelbel?
not surprised, his name is Pachelbel.
Yeah.
South of the border, baby.
I was gonna say golden.
But I only know that because I've had to play that canon at 4,000 weddings.
Yeah, I
Pachelbel.
never knew that there was a second L in that name,
Yeah,
or rather
his
a first L.
a first L. Pachelbel. How did you?
I have to admit that I haven't given it much thought.
Yeah, I thought it was
Pachelbel?
Pachebel, something like that, or A.
B-E-L.
Oh, that's nice.
Like Betchel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I would think that actually, now that you're saying that, Tom, I'm starting to see that I could see that, like Pachelbel, B-E-L.
It's just because we're so cool. We say Pachelbel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pachelbel.
Pachelbel.
Live mehr. Mehr. That's how you say more in German. I was trying to get it all together.
A
Googled it
solid bit of business.
Schnitzelbell, yes.
Schnitzelbell, Pachelbel.
Robin laid an egg.
Yes.
Yeah. That old ditty about Batman that we all sang when we were kids for some reason.
For some reason, Robin lays an egg.
Yep.
Well, because it's named after a bird.
Sure.
Oh my God, dude.
No.
Your mind blown?
That is the...
Yeah.
I never knew why it was Robin lays an egg. I literally thought it was like a non sequitur.
Well, to be fair, the line before that is Batman smells. So Robin laid an egg kind of does also go in line with like farts or whatever, you know what I mean? So like you kind of...
Yeah, like laid an egg, but maybe it's a double entendre. You know what? This song's pretty deep.
It's a classic double entendre.
Pretty
Yeah.
deep.
What would have made it work better if instead of Batman smells, it would have been Batman hears ultrasound? That would have been better.
Yeah, we should really punch up this
Batman
song.
locates.
All right, welcome to Citadel 71, the only internet show where you'll hear a rendition of Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. And also we play D&D. Welcome. Yeah, Kurt, what's going on, my man? Things are good?
Since we last met, I have had plastic surgery
No way.
on my nose. You can barely see. There's a little piece of tape on my nose now.
God, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, God, it looks like Kurtz has some work done.
This is crazy. I was just talking about plastic surgery earlier tonight.
Well, I have a great plastic surgeon if you want to go. So
I'm looking to get my dick shortened. Is there?
Oh,
like
I mean,
you got a guy?
I got a cigar cutter.
I mean, it's only brought me hassle. Get this thing off of me.
That falls under plastic, but go for it.
So for about 25 years, I've had this tiny little nodule on my nose that I didn't like. And since COVID, I've had to look at it all the time when I'm on Zoom calls. And so I was like, I'm going to do something about it. And so I had to go to a plastic surgeon and get it removed. So it was 3 stitches, huge procedure, guys. But the nicest, if anybody needs a plastic surgeon for real, she was the best and treated it like I was getting like a real nose job. It was amazing. But I'm supposed to wear this tape on my nose for 3 months to help.
What?
Cardio. Do you think I'm
Wow.
doing that? No, but yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
that's what
I
I've
don't
been up to.
know. 3 months and then you're done, man. You never have to worry about the thing on your nose ever again.
That nobody ever noticed because I would tell them and everybody's like, I never saw it. And I'm like, oh, that's all I saw on my face the whole time.
Yeah.
But now
I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. But you're also talking to the guy that didn't understand the Robin laid an
Love
egg.
that gnarly cigar.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
regardless,
Well,
yes,
Tom,
if anybody needs a rec.
let's talk about your face.
This ugly mug. Yeah. God, no, nothing's really going on here. You came out last week. That was a lovely
Oh,
afternoon.
sweet. That did happen.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we had a blast. I hope people had fun. I had a blast anyway.
Oh yeah. We had a good time.
That
Yeah,
didn't
so
sound
it
very
was-
convincing. Okay. Oh,
Well, everyone thinks you're a dick and they hate you, but other than that, they had a great time.
there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
But yeah, my local group got together and we played a one-off where everyone died, and that was great.
Mm,
Oh, perfect.
yep. And your place is awesome.
Thank
It's
you.
a really, really awesome vibe. I had a blast. Let's do it again. Aki, what do you think about me? Do you think I'm a dick? Like, what's your?
I
vibe?
think you're a good time,
Thank
but
you.
I do think you should
Thank-
get your dick shortened.
It's just distracting sometimes, is all.
Yeah,
Sometimes I feel
yeah.
like it's getting in the way of your DMing. That's all I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
you know.
So many
know.
erroneous dice rolls ricocheting off the thing.
Well, yeah, you're like, oh, it's cocked, and then you hit it, and I'm like, it's funny the first time, but
It's just
You know.
get a new
unlike your
guy.
cock diminishing returns, as far as humor.
Yeah,
you
and you're always
you
like,
always
I
say
rolled a-
that.
I
That
rolled
is
a
your
dirty-
catchphrase.
I rolled a dirty 9.5. You keep saying, and we're like, we get it, Chris.
Yeah.
We get it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple inches removed. I think it's time. I'm gonna get the middle.
From the top? Okay.
No. I'm gonna take out a section of the middle
Yeah.
and then just like re-stitch it up.
I
It's
think
gonna
that's
square
known
off
as
over the ears.
Yeah,
Get me some Gorilla Glue.
a Jengoplasty. So that should be something.
The fuck is this? This has gone on for like 3 to 4 minutes too long. Like it was like
No.
we were like hitting that sweet spot.
You started it, bro. You started it with.
I take responsibility, full responsibility.
We all carried it right on through.
It's all for the
when was that
knuckles.
Greek show that you were talking about? When are you coming out?
Come on, man. I don't know. July? I think
think
it's the
it's
end, late
I think
July.
it's July. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better not be on America's birthday.
It's not on America's birthday. I refuse to play on America's birthday.
I heard that.
You well know.
And that's to honor the troops, right?
That's the honor of the truth. I wake up at dawn. I remove the bugle that I only play twice a year. I play taps in the morning, and then
Yeah,
I
which is
stand
weird.
at attention from dawn till dusk, and then I play taps again. And I say a prayer and I go to bed.
There's nothing wrong with that
By the way,
day.
A Hulk Hogan style prayer.
Oh yeah.
Take your vitamins.
Yeah, brother.
Take your vitamins, brother. All the little Hulkamaniacs out there. I talk about my 24-inch pythons. I hit the sack.
By the way, July 27th is when you're coming out.
All right.
That's
Mark your
great.
calendars. But for now,
Thank you.
we find ourselves in a cracked, dry wasteland. Sky touches the distant horizon because there's no buildings, no green grass, no trees. And our three heroes, their mouths are dry as they trudge through. It's been 109 days since Doris the chicken activated the ancient zip machine with the thigh bones. It was she connected the ancient zip machine to the thigh bone, and the thigh bone was connected to the to the toe bone. I don't know the rest of the song.
There we go.
I literally couldn't think of another bone. Hip bone?
Sure.
You should have gone hip bone or
You know, I could have gone hip bone.
you could have
But-
gone hip bone.
Regardless, she didn't have the right connections because the ritual went haywire and split your world into this new wasteland. This was perpetrated in cahoots with Dick Dreyer, a demigod that runs a collection of patrons called the what is he called?
I mean,
the,
he works for the collector, but is it the collective? I
the
don't know.
collective. That's right. The
It's called Collective.
collector is one of his clients.
Oh.
The collective. It's a collective
That
of
must be
patrons.
confusing.
Yep. And they were in cahoots, but Doris betrayed him, and now she reigns supreme on a distant mountain in the Westlands, the place that you are heading. In your hand, you have found the secret weapon that will destroy this chicken. Lucky, you hold it in your hands. What does it look like?
It is a glass beaker of what appears to be barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking something very similar, Tom. So
Tangy.
As was I.
This beaker of what looks to be like tangy, delicious barbecue sauce has come at a price. You've been wandering this wasteland heading towards Doris for about 109 days, but feels like an eternity. Why don't you describe what Lucky looks like right now?
You know, Lucky is generally a wrinkled little hairless gnome from the deep caves, but he's got a bit of a beard going on, and it's a little creepy.
Yeah. And you, as you trudge along, determined to find the chicken up in the mountains in the Westlands, the camera pans to Duke. Duke, what do you look like? Give us a description.
Well, Duke is a 250 years and 109 days old dwarf.
Oh, this happened on your
Normally-
birthday? Oh.
It was my birthday. That was the worst part. That's why I was so upset. We were in therapy, and then the chicken. Normally, Duke is in just like a battle kilt with his chest bared and his dope kicks, but he hasn't been able to re-up on his sneaker game, so he's got bare feet. His kilt is in tatters, and he wears a long black sort of fabric like a hood. He's got kind of like who are those guys from the Shire? The Nazgul.
Yeah.
He's got the like, it's just one long black fabric, and Cheval is a dusty shovel by his side like a walking stick, and he's hunched over.
Is the black cloak to disguise your appearance that has all but fully formed to be a patronage of Krell?
Absolutely.
Just covered in hooks.
Yeah.
And as the camera barely sees like a stray hook as you adjust your hood, we go to Krell. Krell, what do you look like?
So Krell he's wearing basically the clothes that Aladdin wears as a street rat. He's got like a purple vest, and he's got like a gold cummerbund and like the kind of white genie pants sort of thing, and a little fez on the back of his hook. But the hook, unbeknownst to everybody else, similar to Lucky's situation, actually grows hair on the top of the top. Normally it's
That is so disturbing.
yeah.
It's true.
But like I need a little more description on the hair. Is it like bristly, or is it like a mane, like
Well, it's been 109 days, so it's long, but it is hair. It is more pubic type hair rather than head hair, if that makes sense.
okay,
So
yeah.
there's
a little coarseness to it,
yes.
Coarseness,
or like
but down.
beard hair, maybe kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
similar in that vein.
Maybe
Okay,
that was better
gotcha.
for me to say, like,
Gotcha.
but yeah.
Okay. So it's not like a horse's mane. Like you couldn't do like a Tom York ponytail, could you?
No, it is like I'll call it an upside down ZZ Top almost, I guess.
Ah, wow. Okay, great.
Wow.
Great. Excellent. And the clothes you wear, they were given to you by a companion that was traveling with you, but you had lost him. What was his name and how did he die on this journey?
Are you asking the group?
I'm asking Krell because he gave you the clothes.
Yeah. That was it was Makesh. He was supposed to be our guide.
Then how did he die?
The dunes opened up and they didn't swallow him entirely, but they swallowed just enough to kill him as he was dying. Yeah.
So like,
The pressure. The pressure. You know how you hit
oh,
the
it like
stores
crushed
people-
him. He didn't like suffocate.
Correct.
So he kind of was like, you kind of like left him like this, like kind of.
He was almost like bent in half, almost like.
Oh, okay, like
and, yeah,
kind of accordioned.
which is why his clothes are available to be, passed off.
Oh,
Wow.
I
You
meant
took them
as
off
a
his
gift
corpse.
to you. He gave them, not that you took them from him.
No, he asked that. He asked.
He would have wanted it that way.
Yes. That
Okay,
I
great.
bring these clothes back to his family.
Okay, the ones you're wearing.
Surely there's no greater gift.
True.
Of course not. All right. And so you see in the distance, as you've been moving forward, that there is a mountain that is starting to appear on the horizon. It is rising up like a spire in this cracked wasteland. It is clear that ahead of you in this spire lies a chicken with unimaginable power. She goes by the name Doris, and we see that like there's like a dark cloud over this spire forming, right? Everyone give me a nature check. If you're proficient, you can roll with advantage.
11.
12.
16.
Duke, you have seen the way that these clouds are forming. You understand that this is Doris manipulating the weather. This isn't something that follows her idly. This is something that she's controlling. If she has command of the weather in this nature, she has command of conjuration magic. And you would be worried about her taking over people's minds, like their wisdom and their charisma, so to speak, plainly. Now, you're not going to make it to the spire by end of day, and so you've set up a meager camp. You're all sitting around it. Lucky grasping the secret weapon of unbelievably tangy barbecue sauce.
It's extreme.
Duke with his hood pulled over, and Krell with his pubic hook. And you find yourself eating some of the last of your rations. And the camera's on you all.
Oh, guys. This has been... it's unbelievable. Like, I don't know if I can make it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to wake up from tonight. So, if I die, please take my clothes.
Makesh's clothes.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or do you want us to also take your clothes? So
Yes,
yours and Makesh's clothes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
and give them to our respective families, please.
You want us to go find your deadbeat dad?
My mother.
Oh, your mother. Okay.
Yeah.
Who we've talked about a lot on this trip. Usually don't talk about her, but you really opened up the last 109 days or so.
Right. Yeah. So I'd appreciate it. I mean, she lives right in Suseo, so like very.
But I didn't know that when everything was normal and we were alive.
No, we've got the addresses now of all of your emergency contacts, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
We're reaching out to all of them.
You make it sound like I'm
No.
being a bit of a diva because.
No.
Oh.
No, well, I mean, first of all, of course we would do that for you, but
Right.
You're gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. Makesh sacrificed everything for us. He's the reason that we're still dressed and fed.
Yes.
We're gonna make it.
Right,
We will
Right.
survive.
Not because we want to, Grail, but because we have
We
to.
have to. I know. Okay. All right. I'll go to sleep with a better disposition, I guess. And
No,
No.
be miserable.
Oh.
That's the world we have. Look around you, God damn it.
And you can see
my God.
bloodshot eyes from beneath the hood.
And he goes, "It was my birthday." And we had made a real breakthrough in therapy.
Right.
And then this shit happened.
I mean, I feel like happy belated. I guess.
And you say that every night before bed for the last. It's 109th time you said it.
I know, but I missed it, and I feel like with our thing,
Right.
I feel like I would have. I don't know how this works, but I thought maybe I would get like a tingle when it's one of the patrons' birthdays. I don't know. I mean, if I
Well, it's funny that you bring that up, Kurt, Krell, because you, over these 109 days, you have discovered that you can grant Duke power. You have the ability to make him stronger, but in doing so, in giving him these gifts, perhaps knowing the Duke that I know, it would create resentment, and so, but you are able to grant him things. And so whether or not you've done that on this trip might be a point of contention, but
Duke, I'm still trying to think of the birthday present that I'm going to give you. It'll
No,
come
no.
to me.
You've given me more than enough. I have quite literally changed in the days since the waters ran clean between us, Krell. I now understand the relationship between cleric and God in a way I never could have before. And honestly, apart from that time when Makesh got folded in half by the dunes, and then you insisted on taking his clothes, I'm actually quite grateful for the time we spent in this wasteland. Yeah, and you too, Lucky. You're not my I like the beard.
It's funny you mentioned that. In the past 109 days, I've had a lot of time to process that. You two are just closer friends than I will ever be with either of you, and that's fine. But every day that I don't have to talk to Leonard Femus has been a gift, and I'm nothing but grateful.
You know, I think Chief would be proud of us. I don't know if he's alive or dead.
I don't.
But I think-
I frankly
What
don't
do
know
you-
what's happened to anybody.
Well, we haven't seen, apart from Makesh and a couple of transients and that mysterious gunslinger
Right.
and the Spider Queen, we haven't really seen anybody out here on the road.
Oh, but there was the garbage man too.
Oh, right. The Spider Queen and her Silver Surfer style attendant, the garbage
Right.
man.
Yes.
Yeah, who announced her coming.
Yeah, and we had questions about why are you called the garbage man if you're announcing like it sounds like the queen is garbage, but she's a queen. Like
Right.
there was that
No,
whole thing.
It was a whole thing, and I would like to get to the bottom of that, but first,
Yeah.
we had to destroy it. What I was saying was, I think Chief would really think these last 109 days have been 109 of the best personal development days of my career, and I have you two to thank for that.
And if lucky, if I may echo Duke's, it's also been good with you, like in a different way, but it's also been good.
It's like obviously this relationship is very intense, and we literally on a metaphysical level, it's pretty fucking tight. But also, friendship is rare, Lucky.
Yeah.
And we appreciate yours.
Thank you. I'll take what I can get.
You're a solid guy.
Yeah, dude. You're solid. That's how I describe you.
All right. Well, I think I need to get some rest if we're gonna go kill some mystic chickens tomorrow.
All right.
If we even kill her or just like negotiate, well, I guess we kill her with the fucking
That's my
zesty
plan. Mhm.
flavor. Yeah.
Tangy,
It's
bold.
pretty tangy. Here,
It's
give,
pretty bold.
give that a whiff.
Oh. Do you think that kills us?
I
I
mean,
don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't have been sticking my nose in it if I thought it would kill me.
Well,
But-
it's funny because you think back to when you secured this magic weapon, and it was given to you by a guardian after you were able to answer his question. And the question was, do you think I'm pretty? And Lucky, what did you say?
I said absolutely, but after 36 days in the desert with no one else around, pretty much anyone will be. So yeah, beggars and choosers is what I say.
And the magic weapon was given to you, and it was with the explicit instruction that when the time is right, you'll know what to do.
So yes, I'm pretty sure you can just smell this. It's fine. Very confident.
Yeah. I mean, I can smell it. I understand it. But the strange thing about that bottle is how you cannot. I mean, at least this is what I don't think you can hand that off, right? Like he gave it to you, he bestowed it to you, and I don't think you're capable of handing it over.
you can't.
I mean, we can always try.
Like we do every night. Okay, let's
Right.
try do the thing where Krell tries to take the barbecue
Yeah.
sauce, and I'll
Oh.
get some cure wounds ready.
I'm sorry. I thought I could do it this time. No, I'm sorry.
Thank you, because what has happened before, I don't want to go through that again.
Lucky, roll a charisma saving throw.
Sorry.
25.
Ooh.
You could hand it over anytime. You just don't want to.
I don't want to.
And you don't have to.
This is my gift. You've got Makesh's clothes.
Right.
We've all fed from his supplies, but this is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You
we
know
haven't
when-
go ahead, Duke.
I was gonna say when people look back on this time, instead of calling it like the Cataclysm or
D-Day?
D-Day, yeah, or the Dark Ages, I think they'll just call it the Gift.
Couldn't say it better myself.
110 days
Yes, because
And what
it
happened on-
ends tomorrow.
tomorrow. That's right. Now I'll take the first watch, as long as you guys don't mind. I play a little mournful tuba. It's the only thing I was able to salvage from the earthquakes. Here's my tuba.
I mean, I'm pretty wired, so I don't think I'm gonna fall asleep.
Good night,
Yeah.
Duke.
Good night, Lucky.
And the camera pans out as sad tuba music plays, and we'll be right back. We'll take a break. All right, welcome back to
Citadel 71.
after a okay night of sleep, although after 109 days in this barren wasteland, you have started to get used to sleeping on hard, cracked ground as wind would blow dust into your already chapped mouths. Your water's nearly gone. Your food is nearly gone. Your patience is nearly gone, but your hope isn't. As you stare at the spire that has risen up from this, as you've traveled to the Westlands to face Doris the chicken that has gained immense power, but 109 days ago. And it's first light, and as the sun rises behind you, as you stare to the Westlands, looking at Doris's dwelling, you see that this large natural stone sort of tapers and turns into what is clearly a crafted, carved spire. And halfway up between where natural stone turns to stonework, there is a large opening. In that opening, actually roll me a perception check, y'all.
Oh, it's a natural one for me, so killing it.
13.
23.
Duke, you see that that near the lip of the hole in the spire, there seems to be some sort of fencing around it, and beyond the fencing into the hole, it looks like there is large amounts of hay that have been placed around the interior of the spire. You're but maybe a mile and a half from it, perhaps, and you do not see anything between you and it, and you do not see anything that is moving, really. You've packed up camp and you've begun your journey to this spire. And as you sort of get closer and closer, you do notice that at the base, what has become clear is that there is a path that is clearly longer, that corkscrews up, but there also is a way to climb that would essentially cut the journey in half, that you can see has been fairly used by creatures. All told, though, regardless of which way you go or you forge your new path, the hole itself is about maybe 200 feet up. It bare minimum, like it's very far up. As you get closer, you start to smell something that it's tangy, but like in a way that like a rotten egg, like pang, I should say, instead of tang. Like it really hits your nose harsh. Maybe even a bit of like ammonia, and it's getting stronger as you walk towards her dwelling. You've reached the point where the way before you splits, and the camera cues in to your conversation.
I say we go straight up. Let's take care of this.
Climb.
Oh, yes.
I mean, look, I'm very tough. But as I've been saying, I think I'm about to die. I'm pretty tired, so, I mean, does it make sense
You
for us?
say that every day. Oh, I'm pretty tough, but I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, I know. You're gonna
Right,
be
so
fine.
I'm just saying we have to all be experiencing some sort of fatigue. Does it make sense for us to just climb a ladder, the giant fucking ladder?
I mean, oh, I got a little something that could pick us up if we're trying to get up the ladder quick. That looks like what, 190, 200 so feet.
I mean,
Three of us,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
kicked up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. Is it worth the spell? I mean, it's drawn from you now. You're the cat.
I mean,
I know I can do what I want, but I'm looking for your advice.
right. Look, I know I'm in sort of a weird position of power, but I will say that I like to think of myself as like a servant leader, so I like to listen to. This is going to come out wrong, so don't take it this way. But my disciples, and I said it was going to come out wrong,
And
but
it did.
yeah. So I'm just saying, I think I'm learning from you, and that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I think it'll work. I will do what I can to support your magic use, with my essence or whatever it is that we do. I haven't read a book about this. I don't know the terminology, but
I feel like you're writing a book about it. Aren't you writing a book? I thought I saw your journal, servant leader. My time as a god to disciples.
okay. First of all, you weren't supposed to see that. That was
I just
one-
saw. I wasn't looking for it. I just saw that you were putting
that
pages
was
in.
part of your birthday gift that I was putting together. That's why I can. But fine. I mean, I've got other stuff in the works. No big deal.
I mean, I want to read the book.
Great. Well, then.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes. But I don't know
Okay.
the right terminology. I'm just saying, I think that that's a good idea. Lucky. It sounds like you were gung ho about it before he brought this up.
Yes, let's get this done.
Since we're a trio, I
We
want to
think-
make sure that you're okay
yeah.
with him using magic. Sometimes there's adverse effects, which is why we've been a little bit.
It doesn't have adverse effects. It has side effects.
But
The
sometimes-
main effects have always been spot on.
Adverse really is a subjective term.
Yeah, I'd say auxiliary, perhaps deleterious after the fact effects.
Look, I don't know words. I'm barely an author, some might say. But yes, okay, whatever you want to call it. If we're good, we're good.
I say we're either looking at endurance, strength, probably just endurance or strength if we're trying to get up this wall. Up to the spire.
Sounds good.
Endurance, as I recall, manifests as a white powdery substance.
I believe that that's
And strength, I think, is a sort of neon colored gel that kind of you squeeze and then eat, and then a few minutes later you get really amped up.
right.
Any thoughts looking at this mountain? I mean, should I take a look at the mountain and see if it would? I think endurance or strength would be best for getting up this thing, or
Right. So yeah. So from your vantage point, like I said, there is a path that corkscrews up, but like the first ledge that would be like you got up to the path where it cut through is like about 100 feet up, and then the next one is it's like a long corkscrew, right? So you're basically rock climbing. So certainly both would be applicable, but like
Shit.
since you do technically get a break in the middle, maybe strength would be better to go.
let's go strength, fellas.
Great.
Let's do
All
it.
right, I'm gonna concentrate while you do this.
Okay, I gotta see what level I need to cast it for all of us to have it, but basically I'm gonna reach into the pack and take out some of the last bits of squirrel jerky that we have, and I will reach into the darkness of my hood, and maybe you'll hear a wet smacking sound, and then a dark fluid on the tips of my fingers will touch the jerky, and it will glisten, and then there will be a sort of kind of a mixture of the bloody chains, but also the chains are now more like interlocked hooks. And after a few seconds, three little sort of like little jelly things in my hand, little jelly squares. Once we take these, we got a book. It lasts for an hour.
Like, I know this is me being a prima donna again, but you know that I don't really like jelly stuff, like with the texture. Is there like?
Okay. I mean, I asked you before I did the spell if
I
you
know.
had any thoughts.
I know.
Now you're coming at me
I
with,
forgot
oh,
that
it's
it was
too
gel."
squishy. I don't know. We could crush. I guess we could mash it into a paste
Look,
and add it to the last of our water,
no, oh, no.
and it could be a
Okay,
drink.
okay, you know what? I'll do it. But here's the thing: we've been together a long time. If I start to gag a little bit, don't make fun of me. All right, we just like this stays here.
When we don't.
What?
Fine. No, I'm saying I haven't made fun of you in ages.
Oh, but come on, that's a thing that we would make fun of each other for.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Lucky-
back in
Lucky,
the olden
if I
days.
started, you're gonna make fun of me.
That was a long time ago. We haven't had something to laugh about like that in a long time.
I honestly can't remember the last time we laughed.
All right, great. Give it to me, and I'll just,
All right.
it'll be fine.
Krell, roll a intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. I am rolling the opposite. 8.
Yeah, you can't remember the last time you laughed either.
Okay.
It's been 109 days.
Yeah.
Now 110 as the blaring sun is beating down on you all.
Oh.
Above you is a 100-foot climb to a path, and then roughly another 100 to get to the hay covered floor of Doris the chicken.
And we now have advantage on strength checks.
Let's roll. I mean, let's go.
Let's boogie.
All right. Here,
All right, this
It's-
seems like it's time for a skill challenge.
Skill challenge.
All right. You know the drill, or maybe you don't,
Okay.
viewers at home. A skill challenge is when each of these boys picks a proficiency, rolls on it. Strength-based checks will get advantage due to Duke's gel. And the goal is to get up to the mouth of Doris's cave. And so look at your proficiencies and you tell me how you're going to achieve that goal. You need 6 successes,
okay.
and each failure is going to be 50 feet
Oh shit.
of how like somebody falls, essentially.
So whoever is the one that fails falls that 50 feet, and
Well,
then
no.
potentially repercussions
What we're
for
going to do is we're going to accumulate
height and
there's so we'll do it. Yeah, because I said it was 200 feet, so 4
Yeah.
failures basically, and somebody falls 200 feet. We'll do it that way.
Sweet.
All right, I got one. I will use my Arcana to exercise my Ascendant Step ability to levitate to help expedite our ascension.
it's fucking cheater.
So wait. So say again.
Magic.
You're gonna use
So-
your what? Arcana?
Yes, my
Okay.
Arcana efficiency. Using my my Ascendant Step ability, which is a magical ability to levitate.
Great. So go ahead and roll Arcana, and you're gonna have to get or beat a 16.
27.
Okay. So
Oh,
as
oh.
you start to even if you started climbing and you miss a step, you're able to start levitating, right? But as you cast a spell and you start to get closer to the top, this storm that is above you, these dark clouds, you can feel that the electricity in the air is messing with your grasp on the weave. It's like pins and needles when you cast the spell, and it does seem to have some sort of anti-magic properties in some ways. You know, there is something that is interacting, and it's getting stronger as you get closer. All right, so that is a success. One success.
I mean, I'll go ahead and roll since I tend not to succeed at these. I will use survival
Oh,
Great.
to, sort of figure out which handholds to use or which are sturdy and which might fall and so on and so forth.
Right. Okay. Get a 16 or better.
Yes. 17 on the die plus
Beautiful.
5.
Oh yeah, and your hand goes out to grab one of the stones, and before you put your weight on it, you notice that it's loose, and you're able to get a better footing and continue on. Corel.
So I'm gonna do what rogues do best, and I'm gonna utilize my acrobatics to just sort of like kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen those ESPN speed climbing things when the people are like,
Wow.
like that's kind of the vibe that Krell's going for there, where it's just like, oh yeah, I see the path, just like
Great.
skitter my way up the side.
Give me a 16 or better.
All right, I've been rolling terribly, so let's see. Hey, it's a 23.
Beautiful.
Hey.
And you guys make it onto the first ledge. Only 100 more feet to go, and the air is pretty thick and heavy, and the ammonia smell and that weird smell that like death, like that panged on your nose, has gotten almost unimaginably intense. All three of you give me a con save.
Oh,
Oh boy.
All right. Did anybody get lower? Give me a 13 or above.
I got 14.
Everybody?
17.
Okay.
18.
It's starting to make you nauseous, perhaps maybe giving you a little bit of a headache. And then you feel a slow rumble, and you hear echo throughout.
Oh.
Like you're getting closer. All right.
She knows we're coming.
I mean, of course. Which is why I think it's best that I try to go up first, guys. Be a little
You want to go
sneaky.
first?
Yeah, I think I got to
Okay.
All right.
sneak up and peek over if that's all right. Okay.
So
Sounds good.
Well,
all right, go ahead. Yeah.
So are you going to try and kind of walk
Stealth.
the rest of the way up the
No.
corkscrew?
So I'm gonna try to climb, but I'm gonna like stealth up. So I'm like I want to use my stealth to sort of like peek over and sort of get a lay of what's going on. Because
Yeah.
I think what you said, it's basically goes into the like.
Yeah, 100 more feet.
Yeah.
Yep. But remember,
To the coop.
and I forgot, this is my fault for not reminding, but I described it earlier, that there's that fencing around it.
Oh.
And now that you're a bit closer, you can see that there's like almost like a ledge, like a widow's walk on the outside of it with large chicken wire fencing. So when you get to it, picture like you're climbing up, and then you'd have to like kind of hang a bit and like pull yourself up onto the chicken wire. It's a tough climb.
Yeah. Okay. So
Or you
I
could
mean,
walk up, like the corkscrew leads to like
yeah.
gate, but not very stealthy.
I mean, we could take the corkscrew if that looks like too crazy of a climb for all three of us. Probably, since she already knows we're coming.
Like, this is gonna sound bad, but you guys have pretty short fingers, and I worry a little bit about your ability to grip the fence at like up there. Like,
Yeah.
It is what
This
it
new
is.
thing where you say I'm gonna say something bad and then you say something bad doesn't excuse. Like, you can find more tactful ways of saying things. I still think, and I say that to you as a friend and as a disciple. But you're right.
I felt sarcastic, first of all, but look, I figure 110 days, we can cut through the shit, right? Like, we just gotta get to
Yeah.
it. So, I mean, I could have just said it. I'm just trying, like, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of shit sandwiches on. That's all. But fine, whatever. It looks tough up there. Maybe we do
Maybe
go
we
around.
take
I'm
the
just
corkscrew.
agreeing with you.
All right, we take the corkscrew, but we run full sprint.
All right. Well,
Let's do it.
remember, you need to give me 3 more successes. We are
Yeah.
halfway through a skill challenge. And so you're deciding to take the corkscrew up and maybe just kick down the front door, old school Citadel style. But we'll get to that later. For now, you're running up the corkscrew.
Don't
Who
fix what
wants
ain't
to
broke.
Tell me how you're going to get to your destination.
I'll happily go first.
Yeah, go for it.
I will use my intimidation on these guys, so that can be tougher than you want it to be, whatever. To sort of be like, you motherfuckers, if we don't get up there and get to Doris, we're gonna die after 110 days out here. If I die, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys. We're gonna get up there. We're gonna get the fuck out of here and get Makesh's family back as close.
All right, Lucky and Duke, go ahead and roll intimidation. Actually, let's just make it a contested.
Yeah, a
check.
contested, right? Yeah.
Um,
Ugh.
okay, Lucky, what'd you get?
9.
What'd you get, Duke?
11.
Oh,
So
16. Okay.
So you gotta get or beat a 20.
Oh, 20.
We're gonna
Okay.
add
Oh,
them
because
together.
I added. Okay, well then I only got a 16.
All right, so that doesn't go very well, and tensions rise.
Shit. Fucking shit.
All right.
I mean, I appreciate the spirit. At least you're not mincing words and being like, "Oh, this is gonna sound bad, but we got to get up there."
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
All right. I feel like we're getting a little close, so I want to use my stealth to keep us quiet and hopefully keep our captor ill-informed of our progress. Not our captor, our target. So stealth roll.
All right, get or beat a 16.
Oh, that's a shame.
Uh-oh.
That's a 11.
Bless you. Oh, Christopher sneezed. You get to re-roll.
Yeah. I affected the roll. All right, that is a fail. Duke.
This path fucking sucks.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to do something a little rash. Oops. Using my phone and skills got weird on me. Here, well, let's go back to skills. There we go. I'm gonna say it'd be disrespectful to use animal handling on you guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna say
But I'll give you advantage on the check if you make it work in the scene. Like, it's just
Fair.
so good. I will give you that deal. Advantage, and you
What
have to
would you-
get or beat an 18.
gotta
Oh.
get or beat an 18. My animal handling is +5. But the
And
way
you get
that I think
advantage.
Duke would do it,
Yeah.
and I get advantage. It's a pretty good. Well, here's what's gonna happen then. Duke's gonna be like, "You don't tell me that I gotta get up there, you lazy slack-jawed sons of bitches." And he's gonna grab Krell by the hook, by the short hairs on his hook, and he's gonna actually jump up on Krell's shoulders.
Which makes sense, like height wise.
Yeah.
And all that, yeah.
And using Cheval, he's gonna slap Krell on the flank and say, "Giddy up!"
All right.
And I'm gonna chase after barking like a sheepdog. Is that what you're going for?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just hoping that we'll do that behind you, so you'll just be afraid of Krell running at a mad sprint, and you'll have to run in front of him.
Yeah.
Does that count as
actually
animal
wonder
handling?
what
Debasing
fair is
my
fair that
friends.
You two now should roll.
Totally.
Uh,
Any kind of
Contested animal
counter-
handling.
Yeah. Let's do the, ladies and gentlemen, the first contested animal handling check.
Indeed.
Not since Annie, when they were both calling the dog.
It's a good reference. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Ooh,
Lucky.
18.
I got an 11.
So 29. Yep, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's impossible for me to get a 29.
Right? Okay, so
The
as
highest-
you whack Krell on, no, that's how about that's not fair because I told you you'd get advantage on the
Yeah.
roll. Let's keep it at 18. That's more fun. Let's do that.
Also, because he's really only handling me. He's not handling him.
That is.
I'm trying to,
true.
like-
I
Lucky
feel
just
handled.
seems to go along with
Yeah.
it. He's
Yeah.
pretty down.
Yeah.
So let's stick with what I originally said.
Okay. Trying to beat an 18. I have to get a 13 or higher, which is.
Doable in
I'm not
2
gonna say-
rolls.
I'm not going to
kinda.
say
Yeah,
anything
and you
about
get
it.
advantage.
First one's an 11. Not great. That's 16. Pressure's on now.
Mm-hmm.
18 on the dice.
Oh,
23 animal handling.
and I'm just fucking just.
Beautiful.
And I think Dukes, as you're running up the thing, the hood actually flies back as he cackles with laughter, and you see that from the
Oh.
scars along his face, just all these tiny hooks have grown. He's kind of a Hellraiser thing going on coming out of his face,
Yeah.
Oh, like actual like hooks.
like tiny little, almost like fish hooks. Yeah,
Yeah.
just coming out of cracks in his face.
And the Hellraiser deal is kind of on brand for Duke. I like it.
Oh yeah.
It kind of works. I
Eight
think
is
they're
the
sort
way.
of hooked. They're maybe like eight is the way. They're like bone. It looks like almost like a Project X kind of deal. Like
Disgusting.
bones of hook
Like it.
growing through the flesh of his face.
We need 2 more successes before we get 2 more failures.
Yeah. It felt so good to succeed. I thought we were done. All right, here we go.
It was a great win, but we need 2 more. Lucky has
I'm
failed a
riding
stealth
Krell.
check, and a echoes through. Yes, she indeed knows you're coming, but it doesn't seem to matter. She hasn't come to greet you at the door. You still don't see her,
Rude.
but the smell has gotten intense. All right.
All right. Okay, yeah, I'll go. I'm going to I'm gonna cry out to Crumb Crumb, my own personal god, my own and savior, and say, Crumb Crumb, guide my feet, show me the way, and take us there safely. And that's a religion check.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna be a 18 or better.
All right. Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Oh.
Whoa!
When you started that prayer, it was maybe in vain because you hadn't seen Crumb Crumb since the blast.
Watching TV. That's all he does.
But almost like a connection being dusted like a dirty pot, like you hear his faint voice and he goes, Lucky? Lucky?
Crumb Crumb.
Hello?
I'm here.
That Lucky.
Help. Yes. Can you hear me now? Yes.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes.
Ugh.
Can hear you.
I need your help, Lord.
Okay.
Thank you.
What?
I'm the happiest I've ever been. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
I am the nicest I've ever been. I've had to eat people.
Oh shit.
What do you want?
Dude.
We are, my friends and I, we are approaching the peak of a spire where the where the architect of all this disaster is hiding out. We're going to kill her.
Okay, I'll give you fast feet then.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you've been eating people, you say?
All right, and we need one more success.
All right, so I'm going to attempt to do what I tried to do before when we decided we were going to go this route. Instead, I'm going to try to run ahead, and using stealth to try to at least peek it and see what we're dealing with. But
Lucky has already used stealth.
Okay, so I can't use stealth at all because it's attempted. Okay.
We repeat when we need to, but until
I've got other things I'm proficient in.
yeah.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Then here's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to run ahead, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to I'm going to use deception to try to basically, like, I'm going to take like a rock and throw it like the opposite side from where we're coming up, like toward the ladder area, to kind of see if I can make Doris focus on that so that we can get more of a surprise approach.
Okay. I'm not. Deception feels like you need to like literally fool them, like.
Oh, like with words?
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. You're running ahead.
Yeah.
If you want first sighting on Doris.
Yeah.
And then from there try and deceive, it'll be probably an easier check. If you want to try the rock thing, let's say that you got to get dirty 20 or above.
We got one
But
more failure
you
if
have
I
high
fail this.
charisma. You have like a plus 11, right?
No. My deception is +6. My intimidation is plus
Okay,
plus
so
11.
you need a 14 or better on the die, basically. Yeah, so
Yeah.
dirty 20.
All right, let's do it. You know
Let's do
what? I've rolled garbage, so maybe this will change that. Hey, it's a 20. Natural 20.
Hey!
All right. And as you approach the barbed wire, Krell, go ahead and tell me, where do you throw the rock? What are you trying to do as far as, because now that you've made it to the mouth of it, you know, you can see that the spire opens up into what is like a hen house, essentially on the other side of barbed wire. You stand between you and her. You, however, see her in the room. Hold on.
Is she huge at this point? Like I don't understand, because like we hear this.
I don't know, but I also assume that she's like
But she's gigantic. But yeah, I don't know.
She is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Doris, the gigantic chicken, meanders around aimlessly, pecking at
Okay.
scraps of grains and grass among the hay that lines her hen house. You stand on the other side of barbed wire looking in, and Krell, you have a rock in your hand.
All right. Well, then, if the case is, regardless if like, correct me if I'm wrong, if we came up the ladder or if we came up the path, we're gonna end up at the same spot in front of the like right. So like
No,
there's not a
because
different
remember,
entrance.
you could climb up and, like, you know, think of like a square nestled, or like a tower that has like a walkway around it, right? It's
Yeah.
like, but there's stairs up to the mouth of the spire. But if you climbed, you theoretically could enter at any part of the circle.
Okay. So then, So then, what I want to do is I want to throw a rock at one of those other entrances, not the walk-up entrance, to get Doris to look at the
One way
climb
in,
up.
one way out.
Oh, so okay. So then but I thought that you said that there were other entrances up, like if you climbed. Yeah.
No, maybe I'm not describing this right. So, like, picture if there was like a porch around the spire with barbed wire. So, like, you'd land on the wooden porch, and then to get into the spire, you'd still need to walk to the
Okay.
mouth and go in. But like what I mean to say by like other entrances is that like you don't, when you're walking up the corkscrew, it just leads you to the front. Does that make
But
sense?
everything leads you to the porch, and the porch leads you to that one hole.
Right, yeah, you're on the other side of the barbed wire,
Yeah.
but you're like, you know, like when it like corkscrewed up, to the left and the right is like kind of like a bit of a drop, and in front of you is the mouth of the chicken wired gate, and beyond that is the spire entrance. That's very large, and like I said, beyond that you can see Doris kind of meandering around in this de facto hen house.
Okay.
But when you look to the left and the right, the barbed wire goes around the spire.
Yeah.
But there's no, it's attached to the side of the rock. There's nothing underneath it. So like you'd have to climb up, and it's
Yeah.
like a big drop essentially.
Yeah. I gotcha. So if she's in the hen house and she's picking at grain, I'm gonna throw it toward the back of the hen house then, so that she's turned around. So that, because we have to cut through that barbed wire, or get over that barbed wire, or get through the barbed wire somehow to get to her, right? So I don't want her to see us approach. So I will throw it toward the back, which I would think would make her look toward the back.
And indeed it does. As you succeeded on the skill challenge, you throw the rock, it whizzes by her head and boom, off the back, and you hear a and dum 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 dum, and it chases it off into the darkness in the back part of the spire, and you stand alone in front of the chicken wire.
All right. I would like to then see if I could use my blade to cut through the chicken wire to kind of pull it apart.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a attack roll.
Yeah, a regular, good old-fashioned
Yeah.
attack roll.
Good old-fashioned attack roll.
Just roll it on here. That's a 13.
Gah! And it gets kind of, the wiring gets caught in your hand, and it starts to bleed a little bit. It's real tough. Go ahead, and if anybody is proficient in Arcana, you can make a check.
Yes.
Oh, I'm proficient in Arcana as well.
14.
21.
Nice.
All right.
I'm rolling
Duke.
good today. First time in my life. Yes.
Oh, damn. You've seen this chicken wire before. It's
Damn.
handcrafted.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. It's crafted by the bride of which infernal god?
By the bride of infernal god. Oh, let's go with Astaroth. That could be real, or I could have made it up.
No, Astaroth is some sort of a thing. I've heard
It
of
is?
it. Yeah.
Good. Okay,
And as
great.
the legend goes, he promised to marry her if he would save her father from death. And what he did instead is he kidnapped her and makes her weave this wire, trapped for all eternity. What is the bride's name?
This wire. Her name is. Damn, I've seen this before. This is the chicken wire of. Oh, dang, what was her name? Cynthia.
So the chicken wire of Cynthia. All right. What's the?
Mhm.
What's the?
Oh,
what's-
she is married to an infernal god, goes by the name of Astaroth. She was supposed to get married to him if he saved her father, but he tricked her, and now in duress and like incarceration,
Right.
she has to just keep weaving this sort of magical demonic wire. So we need some kind of, got to do some big time magic to get through
And
this.
Lucky, with your 14, as Duke is explaining this, it's starting to ring a bell. In fact, you and Duke maybe know like the song she would spin while she would sing to herself while she spun the wire. You know.
Uh,
I'm not saying you would sing it. You know.
Okay,
do
good.
What your character would do. I'm just saying there is a song associated with it
mm,
that you recall. You both
Yes,
do with your roles.
yes, I heard tales of Cynthia and Astaroth when I was a wee lad.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
suffice it to say that this chicken wire is among the strongest, and non-magical items are pretty much a non-starter to cut this thing, and magical items have a tough time as well.
Mm.
We got a couple options.
Great.
I could use Cheval here. It's a magical weapon.
Yes.
Or I could do that thing where I turn your hands into magical weapons.
There's that, but doesn't Lucky? You got that thing where it's like a fucking door that opens up and we can go.
Oh yes, I could certainly just give us a door across this. That I think that'll work. I think that would work. Do I believe that would work?
I mean, you were saying earlier it felt like the magic was weird.
Crumb, do I believe that this would work? I think I believe it would work. Yes. So.
I mean, if these things can't cut through it, I don't trust a shovel to cut through this. Is all I'm saying. It's not
Fair enough.
Okay, the shovel is the manifestation. You were there. Were you there when I found the shovel? Maybe not.
All right,
I
I'm
believe it
opening
was
up.
on the island where you did the retreat. Yeah, I don't think Crow
I
was
don't know
there.
if Krell
Uh-uh.
was there.
No.
I don't think it was a Krell thing. The
Lucky
shovel's
wasn't
magical, you idiot.
no.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just opening up a arcane gate. One right in front of us, one just the other side of the fence.
All right, that happens.
This is so weird. Oh, every time.
After you.
God doesn't trust a damn shovel. The shovel's the manifestation of my belief in him as a god, but he wants to talk all this shit. Oh, I don't trust the shovel. I got to trust knives that come out of your hands. I got bones growing out of my fucking face because of you. Thank you, Lucky.
Yeah, great. We still gotta fight this immortal chicken, so I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yeah, do you think you want to fight him with your normal ass fucking hands, or do you want to make him magical?
Point taken.
All right.
If you don't mind, please.
It would be my pleasure.
Sounds like it.
I can't find the spell, but continue narrating while I find it. It's called Spiritual Weapon? No, that's the one
no,
where
that's
make a big...
these feel the same. It's weird. Like I thought that they were gonna feel.
Okay, let's follow the chicken, and by the time we fight, first thing I'm gonna do is make you magical. Okay, take it easy.
Well, and now the arcane gate whirls, but you haven't jumped in it yet, I believe, right?
Oh, I
No,
was.
I
thought
stepped through
saying,
it. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I was saying
everybody's
thank you,
through
Lucky,
it.
as I stepped through. Yeah.
As you step through it, you notice that the chicken is sort of no longer preoccupied with that stone, but you are able to get out of sight for now. All three of you roll me a stealth check.
At least that's working.
Now, a 14.
Wow,
Hang
you
on.
could really hear that thing
Yeah.
bouncing away from you.
Okay. Yeah, 24.
Dirty one.
I got a 31, so that a dirty one and a 31. It's fitting.
Dirty one and a 30. I got a 2, but I have a negative one.
Yeah.
And as you are sort of looking for this spell to cast on Krell, you don't notice that the other two have moved out of sight. And as you cast your gaze up, you see Doris standing right at you, staring right at you, and she goes, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the thrilling conclusion of
Citadel 71.
It's been a long journey. It's been about 110 days since the
Give or
world
take.
changed. Doris enacted some sort of half-baked ritual perpetuated by Dick Dryer. And
It's pronounced Dick Dryer.
before she double-crossed him and became supreme leader of this new barren wasteland. But in Lucky's hand, he holds a beaker full of what seems like tangy barbecue sauce. Oh man, it smells good. Lucky, give me a charisma saving throw.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
Oh,
No.
Why should you use this tangy barbecue sauce to kill Doris or whatever you're supposed to? I mean, the
You all want to
instructions were
steal it.
vague. They were vague. You know, you'll know when the time is right. Maybe you're supposed to just like drink it, or all you know is that you can't give it up.
No, it's mine. It's mine barbecue sauce. You can't have any.
what?
Yeah, you hear Lucky muttering basically to himself.
I don't know what Lucky's muttering about, but. And I'm looking directly at Doris.
Yeah, you are looking directly at Doris.
Now that we've come this far,
Whoa, no. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Let me be a little more clear. You are in initiative, boys.
Yeah.
But you know,
Oh.
we at Citadel
We do
don't-
cinematic.
dot.
Yeah.
We do not roll initiative.
We had Citadel. I say, well, the other two guys hid, so I can't cast the spell I finally found, which is called a Holy Weapon, on Krell's hands. So I will look at Doris and say, it was you. You made me into this. And I throw back my hood, and you see just fully, all his hair on top of his head is gone. Full Hellraiser bone hooks coming out like every square inch of his head. And they're like punching through the skin, old school Wolverine style. Like they have to bleed to come out.
Oh.
And so there's like old blood mixed with fresh blood, and it's coagulated, and it's a disgusting situation. And the bloodshot eyes are all you can see, and he runs at Doris with Cheval. Takes a running leap, and he's trying to do like, I don't even know what he thinks he's trying to do. He's out of his mind.
Beautiful.
Swinging
Go,
on.
swing away.
Oh no! Come on.
Is that a Signs reference?
It was. Oh my God! You know how long it's been since I did anything with Cheval. Don't know what it does. That's a 9 on the dice, but I think Cheval was gonna be
+8.
proficiency bonus plus something else. So that's 9. Proficiency is 5. So that's 14. And maybe we were saying wisdom for
We were
cleric.
saying proficiency in wisdom. Yes.
Cool. Proficiency and wisdom. Sorry, I'm on my phone, which sucks. So that's going to be 19 to hit.
That indeed hits.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ooh, la
Comes
la.
crashing down on Doris. You've landed in sort of like the tuft of her breast. You come down hard on her.
Great.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Damage, you say. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. We were last time we were doing this.
2d8.
It was 2d8 plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. I'm just gonna do that here. Can I do that here anymore? No. Stupid phone. Oh wait, yes I can. 2d8
Take it back.
plus 10. You're not stupid, phone. I'm stupid. 4 and a 6, so 20 points of damage.
Kaboom. 20 points of damage from Shivala is inflicted from into her, and she immediately comes down with her beak and plucks your foot and whoop, pulls you out of her hair, like pecks at you. Whoop, and the pecking alone, you take 19 points of piercing damage. Give me an acrobatics. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
because he's ass over tea kettle. Is that what
Yep.
happened?
Yeah. Okay.
Just see her fling Duke.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it. That's a 19 on the die,
Oh,
but I know that.
and
what's
go
it called? It's
go
not
ahead and
good.
show me how you land this.
Sure. Get up and show me how you land. Yes, dexterity saving throw would turn this 19 into an 18 incidentally. So,
Still good enough.
Duke flips. Yeah, I think he goes. Yeah, ass over appetite, and he lands. Remember that video of the guy doing nunchucks, and then he tries to do a backflip, and then he hits the floor so hard on his face that he pops right back up to
Yeah.
standing. That's what Duke. That's what happens to Duke. He hit fully belly flops on the hard floor so hard that he
against the
bounces
hooks.
back up to standing. Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
all the hooks could
don't
be like,
break. You just-
"Gring."
they just like bend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they're bone. And yeah, he's woozy, but he's on his feet.
Indeed, he is. And you took that 19 points of damage, correct?
I wrote it down.
All right.
I'll take it
You
down
have
here, yeah.
movement and a bonus action. You're still on Duke.
Movement is going to be. I'm going to stagger. Are there any like interesting stuff in the hay or hiding places or any kind of like artifacts or
There
something around
is
here? What you trying to do?
corpses among the hay. You can consider this
Jesus
difficult
Christ.
terrain.
Oh, nice.
Well, I want to take a look at some of these corpses, so I'm going to stagger over to the nearest corpse.
You do so, and it
And
looks like
Bonus action, examine it. Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
That's going to be a 14 plus 1, 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this looks like one of the muckback people. It's a little gremlin-like race that you remember visiting one time. Excellent singers, beautiful voices. They talk in a dulcet tone like this. It's a real shame. They're a very peaceful people. How he got
These were-
mixed up in all of this, you have no idea.
I don't know.
His cold eyes stare back at you. Lifeless.
avenge you, nameless muckback person. And that's my turn.
All right. It's
As-
going to be Doris's turn because Duke and Doris were looking at each other, and Doris is running over at Duke. All right, Duke
Come
does
and get
a
me.
23 hit.
Absolutely does.
All right, you take 8 more points of piercing damage as her beak comes down. She doesn't like throw you again, but she actually takes a bit of flesh from you. And with that flesh, as it rips off of your bone, you feel this familiar pain of like when you first felt Ilmater. It's like you forgot what true pain felt like as just the meat comes off the bone. And you almost, in that moment, hear Ilmater's voice, though you haven't heard it in a while. Is it something that you hallucinated? Was your scream sounding like his? But anyway, you sense that as Doris goes to peck at you again. Does a 15 hit.
A 15 just doesn't hit. 16 in my.
All right. And
yeah.
Peck, and she can't grasp onto you again. She is going to, around like in the stone of the spire, right? On the floor, it's all hay. There's no furniture or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And there are like a bit of like, I should say that about all told, like across, it's like about 70-ish feet or so. Okay.
Mhm.
And it's a circle. You see her sort of skirt away from you, Duke, and like kind of go into this kind of vibe. She's like lifts up her wings and arches it.
Easy now, girl.
And looks like
Easy
she's
now.
going to just like roar at you, something. But that's
Easy
when she's
now.
winding up. All right. Krell or Lucky. That's her turn.
Go for it, Lucky.
Yeah, while Duke is rushing into battle, I am going for that sweet, sweet barbecue sauce. I'm gonna take that beaker and I'm gonna lift it up and try to get it, but it's very viscous.
It is very viscous, but
Thank God.
drops on you, and it is the sweetest, tangiest barbecue sauce you have ever tasted in your life. Surely a god of barbecue must have made this.
Mm-hmm.
The balance of spice and sweet, of tang
So good.
and depth of smoke. My God. All you can do is want more.
Yes. Can I roll a charisma save on this?
I'm
to see if
afraid
I
that
can break
you
the
got
spell?
a nat 1, my friend. Last roll. You are in
Keep
the zone. You
The-
are.
the-
I
the
mean, you're
fiery
just
zone.
trying to get that barbecue sauce off, out, and
I'm trying
you
to get
know,
it off.
You guys,
He's right.
Krell at least, Duke maybe
Yeah,
not.
I'm next to him.
But yeah, he's just got like barbecue sauce
Oh.
on his face.
He's
Just
like little kid birthday cake,
Yeah.
sort of like.
Yeah.
Oh
vibe.
no.
just tonguing the beaker like
All right. then
until
I'm,
the secret
Yeah.
weapon is now in his belly.
like the whole thing, like
Yeah.
he's taking the
Well,
whole
he's
thing.
going to town on it.
Yeah.
You can do. I mean, you have. This is Lucky. This would be your action. You do have a
Mhm.
movement. If you.
I don't think there's any need for me to move.
Well, it seems like Krell's about to try and stop you. So.
Yeah. he is.
I'm not seeing Krell at all.
Yeah.
All I'm seeing is the sauce here.
Mm.
You're lost in the sauce.
Lost, literally lost in the sauce.
All right, Krell.
Yeah, so I'm going to bonus action telekinetic shove his ass to try to like get him to like go prone so I can like grab this from him because obviously I've seen people get entranced by stuff before. I know
Yeah.
what this is. So it's a strength saving throw of 14.
All right, he has advantage on saving throws. I mean, strength saves.
You're right.
Yes.
It's true. Wait, no, I took a ton of damage. So
Oh, I didn't know it was
actually-
concentration.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It is.
right.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first roll was you have to get an 11. I think they're both
Yeah, that's
11s
way
actually.
over 11. Yeah. Wow. Absolute heat rocks. 17 and 18.
All right.
Great.
No, you still got it.
Nice. All right. This was strength saving.
Yep.
That is a 6 with advantage.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
All right, you're
Okay.
shoved. Now, Lucky, give me a sleight of hand check.
Is this against my
Hold
sleight of
on.
hand?
No, hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to lay this out.
Yeah.
1 through 7, this thing lets go off the cliff. 8 through 15, it's just loose on rolling down the corkscrew. 16 and above, Lucky held on to it.
That's a dirty 20.
All right, Lucky still has it in his
Mine!
hands. How dare Krell push you down? And
Oh,
Krell,
the best
it's still your
scenario.
turn. You have a bonus action and a movement.
Well, no, that was bonus action.
Okay, so you have an
Telekinetic shove is
action and
bonus, yeah.
movement.
So I'm gonna try to wrench that thing loose from his hands. I'm gonna be lucky. Just fucking give it to me. And I can't mince
This is
words.
going to
I
be a
just need to,
contested strength check.
yes, and we both have advantage,
Yep.
so neither of us has advantage, right?
Yep.
Or do we both get advantage?
Yes, you both get advantage.
Both
Okay.
get advantage.
Well, I have no fucking strength, so it's a saving throw, right? Like, so I would use that.
No, it's an athletics check, actually, I think.
Athletics
It's a
check.
check.
Yep.
Oh, okay, good.
Contested
I actually have
athletics.
some athletics. It's 13 with advantage.
I was a 9.
Oh,
Oh, and Krell is able to wrestle. There's only about like a quarter of
Yeah.
it left.
exactly. Do I have to make a charisma check?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't think about that until literally I picked it up and was like overwhelmed by the
Yeah.
beaker.
Like a little sauce got on your hands while you.
It's a 12?
Yeah. I mean, all right. You can't not. You're cleaning your hands off.
So
And
I'm like
kinda-
passing it like back and
You
forth.
son of a
towards-
bitch! Don't you dare!
We're so not helpful to Duke.
All right. We turn back to Duke, who is in the chicken coop with Doris.
In a great deal of
Doris is
pain, yeah.
cocked.
Oh, right. Duke's like, should I shuck and jive?
She
Man,
flung you
I
far,
don't-
by the way, and remember this is difficult terrain.
That's right.
She's about 50 feet from you.
It's been a long time. But I was just reminded of Ilmater. And I don't know where Krell is. And I begin to sing the song that the bride of Astaroth, Cynthia, used to sing to herself. It was a zombie jamboree. Took place in the Suzelle Cemetery. It was a zombie jamboree. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. And I'll cast Animate Dead, the third
Oh,
level.
hell yeah.
This spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of medium or small humanoid within range. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. And each of my turns, I can use it as bonus action to mentally command it to do something. I'm going to have this nameless muckback person stand in front of me and take the brunt of whatever Doris is about to spew my way as I hunch down behind it, singing Zombie Jamboree.
Okay.
You- and
hold
you
on, I
can
drew this-
rule
I drew this wrong.
However much that
If
may
you
work.
guys want to tune into the YouTube, I'm putting this on a battle map
Yes.
because I feel like things are about to get a little bit dicey. So
you know
Duke,
the
you
lead
are
singer starts to
over
make
here.
his rise, while the other zombies are rocking in
See.
time. I see.
although hold on, she's much bigger actually.
One bystander, she had this to say.
All right, and then this is like the fencing around, and then this was the path up that kind of corkscrews around this circular thing. And then Lucky and Krell are fighting at the gate here. So here and
It's a beautiful chicken.
this is gonna
I mean,
Lucky, who is prone without his barbecue sauce, and Krell, who is now tasted
a
that
beautiful
sweetness.
chicken, a beautiful chicken. Okay.
Okay. Now, this
the mukbang corpse, muckback corpse.
And he
Yep, precisely. Keep it up. One bystander, she had this to say. Yeah.
and like as his like corpse like mouth kind of flaps, you can see his tongue's like kind of like
Ugh.
and
Oh,
it
yeah.
falls off as he's singing. But
Ooh.
he does. It's true what they say. They have beautiful voices. Very beautiful.
A gorgeous voice.
All right, he is under your control. Does he go when you go
It's a bonus action on my turn to move him.
Great.
Yeah.
That happens. All right. We turn. Well, okay. So as a bonus action, you said he gets in front of you.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And so Doris leans back and goes, "Gurk, gurk, gurk." And from your perspective outside, Krell and Lucky, you just see loose stone shatter like a off the back as this loud cluck just like reverberates and blasts a hole in the stone behind. How many hit points does he have? Is it like a zombie
It's
stat?
up to you.
Or is it?
It's the GM has the it's up to you.
Oh, then he's
Whether
shredded.
it's a zombie or okay.
He's like,
It was a zombie jet.
and it's like that scene in Terminator where he's
Oh, yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
and you need to make
ash.
me a con saving throw.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, yeah. Well, that's an 11.
All right, you take 26 points of thunder damage
Mm-mm.
as the open wound from her beak, the vibrations sort of tear it open even more and go right to the bone.
Enhance ability is down
Oh, okay.
All right.
for that.
Krell or Lucky. That's her turn.
I feel like it's lucky because
Yeah. I'm gonna take my action to get up,
Whoops.
and I'm gonna rush at Krell because I want my goddamn barbecue sauce.
Yeah, question: is he still overcome by that sensation?
I would say, Lucky, go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw with disadvantage.
That is a 13.
No, you need that sweet sauce.
Give it to me.
So we fighting?
I used my action to get up, so all I can do is come at you, but I can't attack you.
Well, that's your movement, right? Like, so getting up takes half your movement. Isn't that how? It
Oh,
works?
that's right.
right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
I was thinking it was an action. Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna come at you and unarmed strike you.
Oh, you're just gonna fucking punch me? Okay,
Oh,
great.
wow. I'm in here dying, fellas.
We're fighting over a jar of
Want my
sauce.
barbecue sauce? That's a 19 to hit.
That
And
hits
I
me.
want my baby back.
Crap.
But I'm a little gnome, so my unarmed strike does no damage at
Yeah.
all.
I have the same thing.
But doesn't mean I don't want my fucking barbecue sauce back.
All right, Krell, you kind of got it over his head. He can't reach it. You know, you're pretty taller than him.
Do I roll another check at the beginning of my turn?
No.
So it just has me.
No. You've tasted it. You saved on the check, but you're
Oh,
still
I saved.
holding
Okay.
it.
Okay, great.
It hasn't gotten
Um,
you yet.
Okay.
You've tasted
Lucky.
it,
Of course. Better, right? Lucky, I get it. It's delicious, but I'm gonna, and I use my bonus action to disengage, and basically get off of him, and then how far am I? I mean, like according to the map, it looks like I'm pretty far, like being at the entrance to Doris.
From you to Doris is about 50 feet, 40 to 50 feet. But remember, it's difficult terrain.
Right. I think that I can handle difficult terrain as though it's regular terrain. I think that's a thing that I have, but
Okay.
But I was looking for it earlier and I could not find it, so that might not be the case. That might be like a ranger thing that I'm just confusing.
Okay.
So let's just say I use my dash to try to make it to Doris, and I have 40 feet of movement. So you cut that in half, and that's 40 feet. Like if I dash, right? So it's 80 feet. You cut it in half for difficult, and it's still 40 feet. So I'm close-ish.
So as an action, you're using dash, because as a bonus action, you're
Correct.
disengaged.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And yes, if your movement is 40 feet and you dash, then cut in half, you would make it to her. So you are now in melee with her as she's ripped daylight behind Duke. You see that he's all bloodied and torn up, and the sun is shining in behind him, backlighting him.
And I just look over at
Doris
Duke.
just opened up.
I just look over at Duke and I give him a little wink, holding the sauce.
All right. We go back to Duke.
What? Yeah, Duke can't believe it's his turn again. How far am I from Krell and Doris right now?
You are about, that's about 50 feet, all told.
All right, not possible. So, I will move the 25 feet that I have closer in. And then I will cast. Oh man, lucky you're outside being crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Bless on it's 30-foot range. So just on me and Krell. Bless, it's concentration. You can add a D4 to attacks and saving throws.
Saving throws.
Beautiful. That happened. It is a concentration spell, right?
It is concentration, yes. Up to a minute.
Okay. There we go. That's much better.
Did you modify the map?
Yeah.
Me.
Ooh, yeah.
So right now I don't see the map unless you hit it and then you brought it back.
Yeah, I just brought it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that chicken. Pretty nice. You really stepped up.
Ooh.
Oh
Doris,
wow!
Bok bagok.
Now that is a chicken.
Okay. Thank you, Doris.
Now that's what I call a giant chicken. Okay.
Duke, you have run halfway to it.
Mm-hmm. I've cast Bless, and that's
Now you have a bonus action.
Bonus action. Bless was a thing, so I don't have a bonus action. I'm done.
All right. Doris clucks down on Krell
No,
with a 22
Clucking
to
down.
hit.
that is a hit.
You take 15 points of piercing damage.
Woof.
15 to hit.
That's a tie.
Yep.
It's a hit.
Meets. You take 11 more points of piercing damage. And then the final clucking blow, 17 to hit, which you
Yep.
take 14 more points of piercing damage as she just pecks. Cluck, cluck, cluck. And she kind of does the toss where she tossed a little bit of your flesh into like go, 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 go. And maybe she got like a little bigger when that happened. You also see that she's starting to like do like a weird little dance. she's like shifting her weight on her feet, like the
course she
floor
is.
is hot, sort of thing. And you see her sphincter start to pucker.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no! I started screaming at Krell like the gamesman in Jurassic Park in the opening sequence. Shooter!
The cloaca. It's
Shooter! Yeah. God. Don't lay an egg, dude. Come on. It was a joke. We were just
Robin
joking.
laid an egg.
I know.
no, no.
Come on, man.
I think it's lucky if like that. That would bring
That's
more
her turn.
drama
Yep,
if it's
and
lucky.
it is
yeah.
Lucky's turn.
I'm so lucky now.
I don't want you to waste that sauce on her,
Exactly.
so I am
Oh
going
shit!
to.
I'm about to get fucked up.
No, I'm gonna shoot my Eldritch Blast at Doris, because if by some off chance I can kill her, which I won't, but I
Oh,
I can try, then I'll
Civilized.
save it for me, and that's D10.
Lucky hasn't totally lost his mind. He just wants that barbecue sauce.
I want that sweet, sweet BBQ.
I can forgive the logic. I think.
I want my BBQ.
All right. Does a yeah? Okay, so we already know a 19 hits, so a dirty 20 would hit.
Correct.
Oh yes. Okay.
So that is going to be 1d10 plus 1, so that's going to be 18 points of radiant damage.
Ah! Every time you
Um,
say the radiant damage. we have to do it, right?
Feathers fly as it seems that this radiant damage is really hitting strong.
Oh, it's like a slumber party in here.
Would you
Radiant
say 18
damage?
points?
18, yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to use whatever movement to get to walk walk 12 feet closer.
Oh, because your movement gets hampered.
Yeah.
Okay. That happens. Krell.
All right. I'm going to attempt to. I mean, I'm already next to Doris, and so I'm going to attempt to douse Doris with the barbecue sauce. But I feel like because of its viscosity, it's not just gonna come out like I'm throwing acid at her or something. It's a thing where it's got to be like a concentrated sort of Heinz
Yeah.
57 kind of shit
Yep.
that I have to
right.
do.
Yep.
So I think the way Krell would approach this is to try to jump on top of Doris.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check.
He's really going for it.
I mean, it makes the most sense. 25.
Oh, and you, as she sort of flaps her wings, you're able to latch on to one of them and lift yourself up on her back. She's sort of like and doing her like nervous dance and like spinning now as her ass is puckering.
Oh, God.
You see that an egg is starting to come out,
Ugh.
and whoop, plop.
Ugh.
You see it rattling, but it has not hatched yet. All right, Lucky, roll a d4. This will be how many rounds until it hatches?
Oh, okay.
So at the 3.
3 rounds.
That's good news.
Okay.
All right. And then
This may be one of the grossest things, by the way. You see her cloaca puckering like this. This excellent, Christopher.
Giant
yeah,
chicken.
the Hemingway of assholes.
In
Um,
earnest, yes.
That was my action, right? Like,
Yep.
Like getting on
Yep.
top. So I don't think I'm gonna bonus action anything. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Because you tried to
there.
shake it on her, right?
No,
Oh,
I
gotcha.
I knew
You
because
jumped-
I saw Lucky doing this,
Yeah, I got
so it was like I knew. Yeah, so but
So you're
no
on her
no
back, spinning around, holding on to the feathers.
yeah, I'm still holding on. Like that's my turn.
Okay. So we are at the top of the round. So 3 rounds, right? So we go to Duke.
Okay. I've been blessed by myself. I see Krell is up there on top of Doris. I'm trying to figure out how I can help him attack her when the time comes. I'm gonna go with a guiding bolt.
I'm about to get my ass roasted.
Not on you, on her, dude. But also, did I notice that the radiant energy seemed to have more of an effect on this chicken than the other energies?
This ain't your first rodeo.
Cool. Great. Guiding bolt. Nothing crazy. 3rd level. I'm just doing this so that the next person who attacks her will get advantage.
That's
if I
right.
hit. Guiding bolt. Plus 10. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That is weak sauce roll. Oh my god. 11 points of radiant damage.
All right.
So many ones. Oh, I didn't need it.
The bless, yeah.
And because but I was 22 is enough. And bonus actions, I'm done. So I'll use my movement to get closer to Doris as well. Try to get into her melee area.
Sure. You what's your 25 feet?
It's only 25 feet, and I feel like I'm moving through.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain.
Tough
still,
terrain,
so yeah, you're not
So I'm
quite,
just
but you will
creeping
be in
closer and
melee
closer.
if you
Yeah.
move towards her again. All right.
Sweet.
It is her turn, and she like heads towards Duke, leaving Krell's space. I think. Hold on.
Well, I'm on top of her, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. That's right. So
Krell's-
yeah, she's walking towards Duke and starts to bite down on him. That's right. You're on top of her. Does an 18 hit, Duke?
It sure does.
You take 21 points of piercing damage.
Damn.
Whoa.
Doris has got some beak.
Okay.
10 more points of piercing damage.
Okie doke.
Last
Uh-oh.
but not least, 10 more points of piercing damage as she's just
Well, 41
pecking
points.
at you. You're being shredded up, but you've never felt closer to a mater.
I've never felt closer to Mater, and I have to. God, on the phone. This is my last resort. My life to pieces. Just rolling these concentrations. I've maintained concentration on bless.
Ah, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Lucky.
Now I have to.
All right. This chicken is lit up like a Christmas tree, and it's not going to get my barbecue sauce. So I'm going to approach another 12 feet, and I'm going to let those Eldritch Blast fly.
Do you get advantage on every of those? Because those are to hits, right?
That's my understanding, yes.
Right.
So-
And you're the next to attack her, so you
Yeah.
because of the guiding bolt.
The
Yeah,
guiding bolt, yeah.
So the first one's a 27 to hit. Second one is a 17 to hit.
That misses.
15 to hit.
That misses.
And the third one
Even more.
is a 25 to hit.
That hits. So roll damage
for
for 2 of them.
11 more radiant damage.
Beautiful.
This is my last ring.
No, that's your fault.
It is my fault.
You have
Well,
a bonus
no.
action
I was.
as the Eldritch blasts with radiant damage just start shredding her. It's clear that radiant damage is an Achilles heel of hers.
That's my turn.
It's starting to smell like fried chicken, in fact.
Ooh. Mm.
Needs barbecue sauce.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's on Krell, right?
It is on Krell,
I'm
who is
dumping that.
riding Doris,
Yeah,
the 20-foot tall chicken.
I'm.
Shooter.
Yeah, that's the move. Just that's what I think I'm supposed to do.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, of course. Let's just roll it in here. 12.
You get to add a d4 to saving throws.
12 plus. I'll do the D4 here too. 12 plus 2, 14.
As you're holding on with one hand and trying to get the last bit of the quarter bit of barbecue sauce out with your other hand, the glass is kind of sticky and slimy from when Lucky was going at it with it. You know,
Going at it
with it.
Sticky and slimy.
you're seeing that its viscosity as it's dripping down the test tube, like the taste of it's coming back to you, and you just can't help but think that like there's only a quarter of it left. Why
Like, is it really gonna
should
do
I
anything?
waste it on Doris?
Yeah.
It has started. It is taking control of your mind, and you do not want to put it on this chicken.
Okay. So, first of all, Christopher, I sent you a message in Slack, and I want to know if that's okay.
Okay.
And if it's not, that's fine. And because so then what Krell's gonna do is like this, shake, 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 and then like dunk, and it's like sort of like stop it at the last second, like right when it's about to come out, just sort of like stop up the beaker. Be like, okay, maybe this isn't the right. Like it's all there's not much left. Like that's not gonna do it. They're doing the damage. It's fine, sort of thing.
You gotta use it, kid.
Don't you dare!
Use it.
2 versus 1, guys. It sounds like we don't use it.
Damn it.
It's too sweet. The barbecue sauce is too sweet. All right, Duke, we're at the top of the order. 2 rounds left before the egg.
For the egg hatches. These guys are, as you predicted, being mind controlled by this frickin' chicken. This finger looking good chicken. Now I can do some serious damage to my friends. I'll save it. Still a couple. The egg doesn't look like it's gonna hatch imminently, so I'll save that.
That's been 1 round. So
It's been 1 round. When things get dire, though, as Duke said, this is gonna end today. So whatever's clever. I'm gonna move again as close as I can towards Doris.
You are able to get into melee with her.
I'm in melee with Doris, and then I'm going to. How close am I to that egg?
You can't make it to the egg unless you.
I can't make it to the egg
Yeah, unless you dash.
unless I dash. No, okay, forget it. Don't worry about it. I'll just guiding bolt at a higher level.
Okay.
The egg.
I
We'll deal
believe
with the
this
egg
is
when
a
we deal with it.
disadvantage because you're in melee. Right?
Oh, true. Then I won't. I'll swing with Cheval.
Okay.
Less damage, but 17 to hit.
That misses with
Oh.
Cheval.
What? Do you still have
Woof.
bless? Do you still have bless?
Oh, I have bless. How did I forget I have bless? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's my job. Oh God. You never have a
D4 out.
when you need one. Sometimes I usually am stepping on D4s and passing through my large
Oh, by the way,
intestines, and now I can't find them.
The worst one to step on, D4 by far.
Oh yeah.
By far. Okay. +3, 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Bless.
To bless this bless 2d8 plus 10 19
Ooh.
radiant cheval damage, and I look up at Krell and I say, "The shovel's magical, you dumbass."
And as you hit her, feathers fly. Krell, you feel yourself dropping down as she, with the radiant energy, kapow, just like drops down into like chicken wings, like cooked chicken, like a plate of cooked chicken.
But
it looks like a little
B-dubs
dry.
sort of.
You notice over there that the egg
B-dubs, yeah.
is shaking.
Oh shit.
And it is Lucky's turn.
All right, I am too far away, so I'm going to thunder step up to up to Krell.
Actually, sorry. Hold on.
Oh.
One second. Since Krell has finished the barbecue sauce, you both are like you've woken up from your trance.
Oh,
Like-
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that
But there's no
but
barbecue sauce.
unfortunately it's because the barbecue sauce is gone.
Ah.
Krell
Ah.
was finishing it as he dropped down full belly next to the dry chicken. All right. So we are still in initiative because that egg is still a hatching.
Okay.
But every all of you give me a Arcana check or animal handling.
Animal handling. That's Duke's forte. With bless, do I get the +4 on that?
Yep.
No, not on checks.
Okay.
Only saving throws
Oh.
and
Okay. And attack rolls.
attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Well, I got a 17 anyway.
I got
For
a
animal
13 Arcana.
I got an 18 on the die. Arcana's higher. I could do animal handling if you'd like to narrate animal stuff, but it'll be 23 or 24.
Yeah. Duke, it suddenly occurs to you what the guardian who granted this beautiful barbecue sauce meant by you'd know when the time was right to use it, because as the wafting chicken hits your nose, you realize that with barbecue sauce you could really eat this chicken, but without eating her, she will be reborn like a lich from the egg that she has laid. And so it seems Doris is indeed immortal, for the barbecue sauce is gone. But then at that moment, you hear a familiar voice go, "You need some extra sauce, boys?" And you turn around, and it's Maresh, nude as the day he was born.
Makesh, or whatever his name is.
Makesh,
yeah.
nude as the day he was born. And he throws the vial over to Krell.
Glug, 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 glug,
Wings are on the menu, boys.
And we cut
Looks like
to
meat's back on.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say something like that. Yeah.
and we cross dissolve to you all sitting around an empty plate. Bones are only the things that are left as you pat your bellies. You've had a good meal. Marrakesh is still naked. Marrakesh,
Makesh, yeah.
still naked.
His full name is Marrakesh, but we
Yeah.
all call him Makesh.
And the barbecue sauce, when mixed with the dark magic of Doris actually sort of counterbalances in a way where it didn't have the mind control properties. You feel like you've gotten your full. You've gotten your fill.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah, Krell, I must apologize for popping you in the jaw. I had to
Honestly-
jump way up to do it, but you know, I wasn't myself. I was under the spell of the tangy barbecue sauce.
You're fine. I can't punch either. Look, it's hard. Like I don't get how those people do that. It's crazy.
I can show you. I can show you how to punch.
You can show us how to punch.
I can show you how to punch. You've been to my house. You know I got a punching room.
Of course, but
Just like a speed bag, just a couple of speed bags.
I know,
real
but-
low war pipe.
but no offense, like you're like a magic guy, and so I
I'm a
don't.
magic guy.
Yeah, like
You want to have a quick slap battle? See who's more magical than who? Less magical than who? You know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I know what you're trying to say.
Guys, look, let's just digest our wings and be happy
Okay.
that things are going to change around here. Look,
The cash you're at.
8 hours ago, I was crushed enough by sand dunes to kill me. Just enough.
We
Just
thought you
enough.
were dead.
yeah.
We really did.
We truly
I thought I
Yeah.
was dead too.
And Krell stripped your clothes right off.
Stripped my
I might
clothes
have done
right
that
off.
too fast.
But turns out I was stronger than I thought I was.
Oh,
And it
shit,
didn't
you
kill
are
me.
right. Oh no.
That's all right.
awkward. All right. Well, I'm so sorry. You didn't say anything. when I
Oh,
said
no,
you
no, no,
guys-
no. Krell, while I was down there in those sand dunes being crushed like an accordion, I did a lot of soul searching, and this is my new me. I'm a nudist now. Loud and proud, hanging out.
I like it.
That's Maresh.
Oh,
Well,
God.
And he stands up so his butt's like eye level to you guys.
he's like, I
Yeah.
must go on. I've got adventures, I'm sure. Maybe we'll see each other again.
I'm not-
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been great.
Yes, we've all learned something today.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, Makesh, that I thought you were dead and I immediately took your clothes, like,
He
immediately.
turns around at the doorway. He's like,
It's okay.
and he steps outside, and a bird is like, "Fricko!" and takes off. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Beautiful.
Citadel 71.
Being swept off.
Yeah.
Yeah. There he goes on his next adventure. All right, good game, guys. Let's say goodnight to all the viewers. Thanks for watching. We'll let you know when we're doing it next, because we're gonna figure it out. Because I can schedule them in advance on YouTube.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
hello.
Yeah, we're learning.